Lords and ladies, welcome back to MyStreet 5 years later with your host, Jacob Butter. Oh god, the lights. The lights. Ah, it's the lights in my room again. I hate them. They're always shining down, always a thing. Anyways, yeah, welcome to MyStreet 5 years later. Um, so yeah, there's a giant over here stomping to him. Yeah. Tell you what, I can do a giant voice. Hold a second, I'll just twink around with a couple of these things.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of an Englishman.
You know, it occurs to me that I could have just done the voice myself. Fee, fi, fo. That makes much more sense. Anyways, let me just sort out this collar and possibly floof the hair before today's guest arrives. I think that's might have given away who it is, but regardless, I'm not sure. I kind of disappeared for a while before I sent her the link, so it might be a while. I'm not sure. Who needs to voice act when your tech will do it for you? I mean, yeah, that's one concern. Yeah. Okay. Oh well. I'm just gradually losing people the more prepared I actually am. I need to think what happens if I do this. There we go. 9 months later, the baby is delivered. Anyways, today we're going to be looking at We Held On Fast, Aphmau's Year, Ep.4. And yeah, this one's an interesting one. I invited today's particular guest for a reason, other than the fact that I was just randomly talking to her at the time. Yeah, I don't know. She's not really here. I might have to rewind this in a bit, but either way, I've got milk. I've got grapes this time instead of popcorn or nuts, and we're going to begin. So without further distraction, on with the reaction. Did she just get in and suddenly start panting then? Like, surely you do the whole thing out of breath and make people know. And the fact you just like going like do 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 do. I'm entering the room. Give a second.
Wow, you look exhausted.
Yeah, as of 10 seconds ago.
Did something happen?
Ooh, marks of sweat. This thing has sweat glands. That's important information. These grapes are
Something
delicious.
did happen, but I can't tell you. But then why did you even bring it up in the first place? Because you asked. Okay, now you're acting.
I want an image of that plusher skeleton. Again, assuming it has a skeleton, I just imagine it was like just stuffed with fluff. It was like an invertebrates or something. But yeah, no. Apparently not. I don't know. It's like I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining an alternate version of Winnie the Pooh song now. I'm sorry. I just imagine it going Winnie the Pooh, stuffed with fluff, and he also sweats. He's Winnie the Pooh. Oh my word.
Really weird.
Actually, does Winnie the Pooh sweat? I think he does sweat, actually. I think I'm onto something there.
I bought something. Are you sure you didn't steal it? You're acting really weird for someone who just bought something.
Oh, yeah, so she should be, really. But, yeah. Winnie the Pooh interested in blood and honey. I mean, I'm sure you've seen Winnie the Pooh worships Satan. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that word on Twitch. I'm still not familiar with all of the different nuances.
Shut up! I can't tell you what I bought. Oh, okay then. Alright, I'll tell you. Just quit asking me already.
This is kind of what it was like. I've told a story before, but my friend Sophie used to, like, I used to convince her, like, I managed to get her to, like, spill her guts to me about, stuff going on with her love life and blah blah blah, etc., etc. Stuff that she was very clearly, like, embarrassed about, but could tell me for some reason. Well, maybe for some reason we're best friends. It makes sense. Why am I saying for some reason? I need to give myself more credit. Anyways, point is, this one time, we just sat down. I mean, I was always sat down eating lunch. She came down, joined me on the other side, and I looked at her for a second, looked back, started eating my sandwich again, and then she just randomly goes, all right, I'll tell you." Like, what? I didn't. I guess I had such a presence at that point that, and just such a desire to like tell me things that was that's what happened. Okay, I guess. I always find that hilarious. I even remember I even know the thing that she told me. I can't remember what she said to me. It just was funny the way that it built up to it. I've seen that bit. Since he's in public domain, he has a horror film called Winnie the Pooh: Blood and Honey. Ah, I see. Yeah. Definitely the vision that A.A. Milner wanted.
What? But I didn't.
Don't question it, Plush.
What's that?
You don't want to know.
Well,
You don't want to know.
I've been
You don't want to
thinking
know.
a lot about Aaron lately. And since he's not here, I wanted to try something. Try what? Oh no, you did it!
Yeah. Exactly. Oh no, you didn't. But oh yes, she did. Someone called Lawrence, please.
Ta-da! You look so stupid!
I mean, at least you find it funny. I'm sort of waiting until my guest arrives to sort of discuss the implications of what an object like this actually suggests within the universe of MyStreet. I will get to it eventually. We'll see. Oh, I got a message on Discord. Oh, never mind. It's not from her. It's from a server. It's from Ice Cube. It's from Uploads. And it is the upload of it's Yandere Containment Breach episode 32. Memories of when I kidnapped Senpai.
Shut up! They're not the best looking wolf ears, but I wanted.
Aphmau, that's really not the point right now. That really isn't the point about this. The fact that they're not the best ears. That's not the issue.
To try to. Try to what? Look like an idiot? I wanted to try to understand how Aaron feels.
Then ask him. Send another voice recording or something. Get him to send his own voice. Don't do this. Besides, Aaron's only just getting used to his ears and tail. He's lived as most of like as if he were a human.
Huh? What? I thought that since I'm learning more about werewolves, that I would try to understand how it feels to have ears and a tail. Melissa told me that Aaron never saw his ears and tail before, so it must be a new experience for him to go through.
Okay, at least she addresses that point, and at least she has a slightly different reason. As we get into Starlight, this becomes a much more problematic character arc. Again, where is she? Where is my guest? I don't want to be talking about this alone. I'm just gonna have to come out and say it, aren't I?
I'm not there to help him through any of it, so I thought I'd try to understand in whatever way I could. So I bought these. I really do look dumb, don't I?
I mean, you're acting dumb. You don't necessarily look dumb, but you're acting dumb.
I was so self-conscious about doing this.
Hey, I'm sorry. I was just teasing.
No! Don't apologize! Don't encourage her! This is a bad thing! This is a very bad thing! Don't do the thing! Stop doing the thing! You cannot do the thing!
Really, I was. You look really cute.
You're just lying to make me feel better.
No, I'm not. I was just laughing because you're missing the tail.
Huh?
Again, stop enabling Blush.
You're right. I am. But you said I look like a...
Forget what I said. Look, you're trying to understand what Aaron is feeling. You can't be close to him or even talk to him. If this makes you feel
Yeah, again, for arbitrary reasons, but yes.
closer to him, then go for it.
Really?
No!
Just don't wear that
Stop.
outside.
Oh yeah!
Yeah, please do not wear this outside. Or at all. Burn them. Throw them away. Toss them into the pits of Mount Doom. Whatever you need to do, just get it away from you.
I wasn't planning to. That's why I ran here. If anyone saw me in this, I would just die.
Yeah, no
Yeah, if anyone saw you in that, you'd get cancelled. You'd get cancelled.
joke. Either way, you should put on the tail.
Right. Now. I need to take off my...
Oh, and also, she would die in game. Hi Twitch, yeah. Aphmau would die in game. She is a Minecraft character after all. Just saying.
pants to attach it right. Let's see.
Oh no. No, I forgot about this.
Her door is wide open.
No. Abort. Cease.
Hello?
Halt. Detain. I don't know. I'm trying to think about the words. Just stop. Whatever you're doing.
What was that?
Okay, yeah, sure. Deploy yours. Yeah, that may, I guess, to determine where the sound came from. Even though it's pretty obvious it came from upstairs, but okay.
If someone is hurting my brother's mate, I'll...
She says her brother's mate, and then she goes, "Girl." Like, it's interesting how the werewolves seem to have like undergo a sort of transformation in mentality and in like vernacular, as well as a physical one at the same time. It's kind of interesting in a way.
No! You're doing it wrong! It's getting caught in your shirt. Just take that off too. All right.
Wait, what?
Sheesh.
How is the tail getting? What has she done to get it caught in her shirt? What do you mean? How? How did you do that?
Hold on. There! Got it!
No harp sounds. No. See, look, that's not even close. Unless you like stuffed it the fluff part down the shirt before she connected it. Why?
I got the tail to work too! Geez, that was hard to do without someone helping. Yeah, I would have helped you, but you know.
I have standards.
I don't have any thumbs. Yeah.
That's obviously also not the only issue, but yeah, just thumbs, nothing else.
Hey, you kind of look cute. Thanks. Well, how do you feel?
Like a fool.
Yes. Good.
I'm not
Yes.
a werewolf.
Correct.
I remember in high school some werewolves making fun of me because I was a human. And now here I am trying to look like a werewolf. This just doesn't feel right.
I mean, okay, all jokes aside about the very, very obvious implications of what's going on right now, it is something that I can sort of relate to, having, you know, gone through primary and secondary school, essentially, you know, being the person that I am. It was more so a thing in primary school before I kind of, you know, acclimatized and got used to it and, you know, kind of embraced it. But yeah, definitely in Spain, no one looked like this. No one else was from the UK apart from my brother at the time. So oh, actually, yeah, there were a few people later down the line and some others. Yeah, depends. But yeah, definitely something to get used to, and something that does incur some mockery. But eventually, you know, what a surprise, you find people that, you know, don't actually care about that stuff and just see you for who you are. Weird how I applied that exact same lesson into the mutant girl. Again, it does have its universal storytelling. Also, I guess it in a while. So yeah, definitely. So yeah, people are wondering what kind of aspects to take from my life. That's one of them. So I do kind of get where she's coming from here. It was kind of like the equivalent of Moana trying to like cut off her tail or something. But in this instance, because of the connotations of this and the context, it's not the same thing at all. It's like if I tried to, you know, if I tried to take matters into my own hands and just, you know, done full on whiteface or something to fit in. That would have been horrible.
You're doing this because you want to feel connected to Aaron in some way.
Huh?
This isn't about you or your past with the werewolves. This is about Aaron. Remember that.
You're right. This...
Yeah, I don't think Aaron's going to appreciate that. I mean, if anything, Aaron... Well, I see. This is something we discover later on in Starlight. Granted that Aaron doesn't want the new concept, the new difference to actually like affect them, because he was happy the way that things were, and Aphmau needs to learn that. So granted, it does serve a purpose, but it's still just want to, like, you know, just like bash her head, just like smash her head and go like, "What are you doing? It's time to stop. You stupid potato. You stupid potato." Oh, I forgot I can't press K. What was I doing?
is about him. I should wait to talk to him about how he feels. I guess
Yes!
a part
Yes,
of
you
me
should!
is scared that since I'm not a werewolf, will that change anything between us?
I highly doubt it. Come on, you know.
Honestly, I've again kind of a relatable fear, both in past and present for me. So I understand this, but you know, it's the equivalent of like it's that voice in your head that you just have to tell, hey, zip, zip it, no, not today, no, and that's basically how I dealt with that. I didn't put on that voice in my head. That would have been even better if I did, but no, I didn't think to that at the time. No. Bad voice. Bad.
Aaron better than that.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I don't think I need these.
Yeah, you be you, girl.
Right.
Yeah, please do.
Now, to get these off, And
Hey.
Welcome to your karma, Aphmau. Welcome to karma. Levi drink time. Ah, so satisfying.
Thanks for taking the time to teach me about meditation, Caitlin.
Yeah, no problem, Travis. I'm surprised you were interested.
Yeah, I read that meditation was a great way to get rid of headaches, so I thought I'd give it a shot, since I've been having quite a few lately.
Well, you aren't wrong there.
I mean, he has. I guess Michael has some lasting impact on him. At least this part is a good mystery, and we're finally onto some traveling here. So great. I don't have to die of cringe again.
Can help with that. But if you're getting headaches, maybe try getting more sleep. Sleep is the best meditation.
Oh, girl, tell me about it.
Piccolo and DBZA.
Well, I really should get going. I need to make lunch and...
Hey, Caitlin,
Don't you mean, hey, Caitlin?
you wanna stay here for lunch? We could have mac and cheese pizza?
I have never had mac and cheese pizza before. That sounds delicious. Why is that not a thing here?
Ah, 1 second, let me get that. Hold that thought, okay? Dad!
Travis!
Oh!
Dad, I can't believe you're here! Oh my gosh!
I told you I'd come and visit. I was in the city and realized your place wasn't too...
I should have given him the Levi drink. Ladies and gentlemen, the best parent in the history of MyStreet.
far, so poof, here I am.
This is the best! I'm so glad you're here!
I am too, little buddy. Especially because I finally get to meet this girlfriend you've been telling me oh so much about.
Wait, you remember that?
Of course I do. Why wouldn't I? Anyone that cares about my little Travis is someone I care about too.
Oh, he didn't say a pet name. That's a first.
Hey, Travis, I'm gonna head out. I'm real hungry and...
Ah, this must be her.
And here we go. I forgot about this part. Yeah.
Whoa! Hi?
Caitlin!
I mean, to be fair, that was quite forward, despite what he might think. And also, he doesn't know if it's her yet, so, again, very fast. We held on fast, not more like we moved fast. I don't know.
This is my dad!
Oh, wow, your dad? Yeah, wow. I see the resemblance.
You can hear it, too. Most because it's the same actor, but you can hear it, too.
It's so wonderful to finally meet you, Caitlin. I've been hearing so much about you.
You have?
Yeah, I can explain.
I didn't think Travis could find a girl as beautiful as you.
Dad!
Traveling.
Aw, well, thank you. Wait,
Traveling.
what?
I can explain.
What? Travis, you don't need to act this bashful. I won't tell your girlfriend here any of your embarrassing baby stories. I'll tell you all the stories.
Can I see you?
I mean, yeah, obviously. Of course you will. Of course you will. Of course you will.
In the kitchen, Caitlin! Please, 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 please!
How could you, Travis?
Caitlin, you don't understand.
This is Travis we're talking about here. Obviously, he's gonna do this.
Why do What do I need to understand, Travis? You told your father I was your girlfriend. And you didn't even give me a heads up?
I wasn't expecting him to come over unannounced. I also wasn't expecting you to be over when all this happened.
Travis, just be real with me here. Why did you tell your dad I was your girlfriend?
Because he wants you to be, you fool. You're a fool.
I wanted to get my dad off my back about asking me stuff like that. My dad's always afraid I'm not happy, and he wanted to know I wasn't alone. So
You could just say I'm not alone, buddy. That would have been the solution, but oh well.
Told him I had a girlfriend here so he wouldn't have to worry about me.
This sounds awfully familiar. We've done this before. In season 1, Ziana calls Zane up or asks about Zane and whether or not he's actually found a girlfriend, if he's still alone or something. And she starts crying despite because of this. That might be like one of like Terry's like one thing. Oh no, actually no, it wouldn't be against Terry to compare him to Sienna there, because actually Terry didn't make it about him and about, oh yeah, no, of course Travis can't find happiness in any other way and blah blah blah. No, this is actually on Travis this time. Terry is not the reason behind this. He's not the driving force. He just happens to be the catalyst, which again makes him way better. There's an improvement on that whole Romave dating arc, actually. Although what's surprising to me is I don't know if Aphmau did that deliberately. It's been so long since that particular arc. I wonder if she remembers that the same beat was hit before. It gets more and more interesting now to think like what connections was she actually making to the earlier seasons, and what stuff just like kept on coming up in her mind as like repeated story tropes or something. And there's no way to answer this question. It's just a curiosity to pose. I have no idea.
Oh, Travis. That's sweet of you.
Thanks. So, does that mean you'll pretend to be my girlfriend?
Nope, not a chance.
Ah, come on, Caitlin, wait!
Nope. I've seen Aphmau get herself involved in these kind of situations, and I am not getting involved in one myself.
And also, we have seen Aphmau get involved in situations. Like I said, Romave dating arc.
But Caitlin!
No, Travis, look. These situations are always stressful. There's no way I can...
Hey, look,
Hey, Caitlin.
I wanted to apologize. I know I came over unannounced, and that was rude of me. Guilty.
I mean, it's not that came over unannounced. That's not that bad, honestly. People do that sometimes. But there's the fact that you hugged a stranger without confirming who she was first. That's the real problem.
Discharged. You guys probably had some plans, and I'm just interrupting.
No, we did not. In fact, Travis has something he wants to tell you. Travis?
Dad,
Wait. Hold that thought, Travis. Since you guys don't have anything planned, I would...
You know what? This is actually... If Travis hadn't held the thought right now, all of Season 6 would not have happened. Think about that. Well, actually, no. Some of it would. Actually, most of it, yeah. Forget what I said there. Forget what I said. Doesn't make sense, yeah. Michael would have still been around.
I was wondering if you guys wanted to accompany me on a... Oh, I don't know. All-expense-paid spa day?
You say what now?
Well,
Oh, it wasn't this particular one. It's like, just another example, I guess. I thought I was going to talk about Starlight immediately. Never mind.
Oh, since we should get to know each other, Caitlin, I figured we could go to the most luxurious spa in town. You know, get our hair and nails did, and you know what I'm talking about? All that good stuff?
Really?
Really?
I do love the fact that he Pat puts on the same kind of performance for Travis, but just changes the voice. And yeah, it's such a simple trick to do, actually, when you've got the range to pull it off. But it makes a world of difference, and I love it.
All on me. Plus, we can do a special dinner after all that. What do you both say?
I'm in.
Caden's like, you had me at food.
I love going to spas with my boyfriend.
what?
Perfect! I'm so glad that set you in a better mood. I'll be waiting outside for you two. Don't keep me waiting too long, lovebirds.
Oh, I'm sorry. We need to make out first or something. Yeah.
Caitlin, what was that? Aren't you hungry?
Look, Aphmau never got an all-expense-paid spa day for pretending to be someone's girlfriend.
She did get a dinner out of it, though, actually. So that is something. And a shopping day. With Tiana.
This is a completely different situation. Plus, I can have a snack to hold me off on lunch.
You just want the free spa day, don't you?
And you need a pretend girlfriend, so win-win, right? Plus, you need a manicure. Look at those nails.
All right, fine. But you're agreeing to this. Don't blame me for any crazy things that happen.
Oh, Travis. Oh, Travis. You're gonna regret saying that. You're gonna regret
Yeah, I won't. Now, what's your dad's name again so I can act like I know it?
It's Terrence, but you can call him Terry.
Got it. Anything else I should know?
No, just go with the flow. My dad.
Just nothing else. Just like pretend that Travis never talks about his dad, which I guess is accurate. But yeah, like, come on. I've told Moni about my dad and my mum, of course,
That's a pretty neat guy.
and I've heard plenty about her parents too. Let's do the stepdad actually. Maybe we should ask more about him actually. Nah, we'll see.
Awesome! Let's go!
So, you work out?
Those photos again. How do they exist? I'm not going over that.
So, what exactly were you doing upstairs?
Nothing.
You had wolf ears and a tail on. And you're telling me you weren't doing anything?
I wasn't. It was just an old costume that,
I mean, she was in the middle of talking to the plush, which I guess Melissa would have noticed. To be fair, I guess Melissa would recognize the merchandise if my theory is correct, but I don't know. I'm not gonna cross that bridge today.
You just happened to have a werewolf costume lying around? Why?
Nope. In fact, I sprinted back from the shop after just purchasing it, with the express purpose of wearing it as soon as possible. So no, I did not have it lying around, Melissa. I am just weird like that. Is what she would say in this situation.
Okay, so when you say it like that, it sounds really bad. I just,
Yeah, but when you actually explain it, it'll sound even worse.
I can't hide it anymore, can I?
No, you cannot. Woo! Seriously, no need to be secretive around me. What were you up to, girl?
I wanted to feel like I was closer to Aaron in some way.
Oh, and now the music comes in. Of course. Yeah, you're not fooling me, Aphmau. Well, I mean, you're genuine, but you're still not swaying me. That's what I meant to say.
Well, not the answer I was expecting, but...
Melissa!
Sorry, I'm just teasing. Seriously, you don't have to have ears and a tail to feel closer to Aaron.
I just want to understand what he's going through. Maybe you can help me understand?
Truth be told, I don't think I can. Aaron's situation is very unique. The only other person who might understand what he's going through is our dad.
Your dad?
Yeah. But Dad is already with Aaron trying to help him through this, so... Honestly, the only person you could ask about this kind of thing is Aaron himself.
I see.
And I guess we still can't use a phone after 9 months.
Hey, how about we change the subject, huh? Yeah, let's do that! Good idea, Melissa.
Huh?
So let's talk about the reason.
I know that Travis is possessed right now, and so is Terry. But Melissa, that was something else. I mean, wasn't it? It sure darn too was, Jacob. Why, thank you, random persona I just made up that has the southern accent for some reason. You're mad a welcome, partner. There we go. Again, I guess who needs who needs the technology? I've got the voices already.
Reason I'm here, which is Starlight, baby! My dad wanted me to come and make sure you were getting ready to meet Aaron at Starlight.
Getting ready?
Which I guess is the first we're hearing of this.
But there's still 3 months left.
Yeah, but 3 months goes by so fast.
By which I'm saying this is the first time we're hearing that Aphmau and Aaron are going to meet at Starlight.
Trust me, it'll happen in the blink of an eye. So I went to make...
Within the blink of an eye. Ah, God, I miss Ultra Nova. Why is Aphmau embarrassed of Ultra Nova? It was so good. So good.
sure you're getting ready to get packed and everything.
3 months. Left to see Aaron?
There's that smile. Now, here you go.
Ha, joke's on you. I'm going on a flight in less than 3 days. Christ.
A ticket? For Starlight?
Yep, it's yours, which means it's official. In 3 months, I'll come here, pick you up myself, and drive you to the airport.
Well, that's the entire goal of Emerald's Secret achieved in one single scene. I'm so glad that Aaron didn't just go to his parents first.
Where you'll get on one of those airplane boat thingies.
Airplane boat thingies. Melissa, you are a businesswoman. How do you not know what airplane boat thingies are? Do you mean like a hydroplane or something? Those exist.
Fancy!
Yep, my dad wants you and Aaron to be happy. Remember, this trip is just for you and Aaron only.
What?
My dad made sure to get you tickets already and has everything planned out just for you. You'll be able to ask Aaron all your questions then when you see him and maybe even wear those wolf ears for him.
Melissa!
Yeah, somehow I don't think Aaron is going to like those. Again, you know, it's not... Imagine that. Yes, here's a kink that I have. Look more like me, please. That doesn't come across as conceited at all. Or belittle the person's actual, like, you know, essence and structure and makeup. Yeah. Terrible idea.
You're going to kill me!
You are just so fun to tease. You get so worked up so quick.
I mean, this is true. You know what? I can relate to Melissa here. Teasing people is hilarious. The more worked up they can get. Taming the bad boy. That would really make sense if Mimi was here.
Well, I have to get going now. I just wanted to make sure you were doing all right. Aaron was asking about
And clearly I was wrong.
you, and I want to tell him you're doing good. Something to put his mind at ease.
Thank you, Melissa.
No problem. Wait, so let's think about this. A werewolf and a human together. I wonder what kind of pups they would...
Alright, Melissa!
Actually, I can answer this. Because, in fact, well, Aphmau herself is the product of a werewolf and a human together, but also, I'm pretty sure that werewolf genetics are determined by recessive or dominant alleles, actually. Not sure which one yet, have to look into that a bit more. So, actually, the fact, by probably recessive, actually, considering that Aphmau didn't inherit any of those traits at all, and was completely human. So, yeah, assuming that we have recessive werewolf traits, that means that the most likely they would produce human offspring. Although that depends, actually. The Ultima might sway this. It'd be werewolves or humans. They wouldn't be hybrids. Otherwise, hybrids would have been documented by this time. Because even though werewolves and humans tend to keep themselves in this world, there's definitely going to be some crossover. Obviously. Because that's how life works.
So it's time to go, right?
Aw, what's the rush? You don't want to talk about this?
No, I just gotta go pick up some stuff from the magic store!
You just got back from the store. Why wouldn't you? Oh, of course, because you had to rush up and dress up, of course.
Magic store? Tell me, is that where you buy your undergarments too? Because they are bewitching, girl.
I'm impressed you managed to focus on that, considering what else was going on, but okay, sure. Maybe Aaron will like those! Yay! We're back to the random burst of funny in this show. Oh, and this track. I haven't heard this one in a while. And that's when I up with the punchline to my already funny anecdote.
Terry, you are hilarious.
Where
Well, she said his name. There you go. That's all noise you needed.
do you think I get it from, Caitlin?
Oh, Travis, you're funny because you're you, not because you got it from me.
although you do have very similar personalities. I wonder if Toe was a player in his youth. We'll see.
Aw.
Well, I say we'll see. We're not going to know, obviously.
Well, then I learned from the best.
You mean your beautiful mother? Oh, you definitely got your looks from her. Speaking of which, your nails look fabulous! Katie here was right. You did need a manicure.
Oh, wow. I was wrong. I stand corrected. Several streams ago, I said, when Caitlin did her very awkward audition, that that no one has ever called her Katie. But I guess now somebody finally has. All right, you know what? I will admit when I have erred. To err is human.
Of course,
And werewolf as well. And probably Mifo as well.
I was right. I've always been good at making Travis look cuter than he already is.
Oh, my little blueberry, stop!
Oh, they're doing the same thing that Aphmau and Zane did, trying to one-up each other. Except it didn't require a potion this time.
Oh, you guys are just too cute. Caitlin, let me just
Oh, welcome back.
say, I'm so happy my little Travis has someone like you to help brighten his life. Thank you so much for being there for him.
Oh, well, thank you, Terry.
Your check, monsieur.
I've got it.
Is that an attempt at French? Wow, if only Aiden was here now. He just smacked the paper on the floor. He didn't write anything with it, so he just smacked it on the table. It's like, oh yeah, that's fine. Give me that check here. That will do, my good man.
Here you go.
Merci beaucoup.
This is kind of like if I forced Aiden to speak French. It sounds like that. It sounds like that level of like lack of confidence in your French ability. Just go for it. Just go for it. The more you commit to it, the better it's gonna be. Like oh yeah, merci beaucoup. Bonjour. Blah, 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 blah. I don't know.
Let me drive you two home. It's the least I can do for such a wonderful time.
Didn't you just treat them to the meal? I mean, that's also something you can do.
All right.
Thanks, Dad.
That car sound effect whizzed past before the car appeared. That's why that sound effects usually three sound effects like that are on a loop. That's why they do that. So you can tell it's an internet show.
Thank you both for a wonderful day. It warms my heart to see you so happy in life, Travis.
Thanks, Dad.
I'll call you later and we'll talk more then. Maybe I'll come over and visit again soon. Mwah! Love you, son!
Love you too, Dad.
That was a bit of an awkward start. Is Terry going to be okay to drive?
Wow. Travis, your dad is really great.
Yeah, an actual good parent in MyStreet. And meanwhile, everyone was like, ooh, is he the bad guy? Ooh, is he sneaking around? Is he planning something? It's like, no, he's just... Now we know that he's just a good guy, and I'm so glad about that. There's plenty of things that I thought, actually. I left 2 comments on this video on the day of upload, and I will talk about them shortly.
He is. He's always been there. He's just concerned about my happiness.
I can tell.
Hey, Caitlin, you look really beautiful.
I mean, hey, Caitlin, but yeah.
Thanks, Travis.
I was
Oh,
wondering if maybe you wanted
traveling.
What was that?
It was a knock that resonated through the entire neighborhood. I felt that in my headphones. Jeez.
Yeah, I might be a woodpecker. We've got one in the yard. You know, spring and everything.
Oh yeah, right. Anyway, you were saying?
I just wanted to see if you wanted to watch Netflix and...
and chill.
That doesn't sound like any woodpecker I've ever heard.
He wants to, doesn't matter. He wants to Netflix and chill. Who cares about the woodpecker? Forget the woodpecker and Netflix and chill with Travis. Forget about the woodpecker. Forget.
Going to sound like fried chicken if it doesn't shut up and let me finish my.
It sounds like it's coming from Aphmau's house.
Come on!
Okay.
I guess she isn't home.
What? How loud can Dottie knock? What kind of welfare dodge is this? And Garth breaks doors down, you say?
Hello?
Oh, hi!
Hi, I'm being asked to Netflix and chill by my totally boyfriend, so can you please knock it off? Pun intended. Bye.
You're, knocking on Aphmau's door rather loudly.
Knock, knock, knocking on Aphmau's door.
Are you a friend of hers?
I absolutely am! My name is Dottie. I'm looking for Aphmau.
Don't you have a phone you can call her on?
Oh,
Haven't you heard? Phones don't exist anymore. Why else would Aphmau not call Aaron? It doesn't make any sense.
yeah, I've left it at home. Forgot it again. I just wanted to stop by and give her this book on werewolves that I have. But since she's not answering, the door.
Well, I can call her if you'd like.
No worries. I need to head home now, so I'm just gonna leave it here. I'm real sorry for bothering you guys, though. I guess I don't know my own strength.
Yeah, but you're surprisingly more restrained than Gareth. Again, I'm surprised about that.
See you guys later.
I guess Gareth's forever potion makes him stronger on average than the average werewolf. I thought it was kind of like an equal playing field, but I guess it's a little bit more so. I don't know. Then again, Dottie is weak for a werewolf. Except for right now, we've never had another werewolf like in this situation. I don't know. I'm not sure. Werewolves don't need to knock at doors.
you know
they?
who
Just
that
gotta
was?
go through windows.
No, I don't. She looks familiar, but I couldn't place the name.
You recognize her?
What do you mean you couldn't place the name? She just said the name. She just said her name is Dottie. That's what she just introduced herself.
Sort of? Aphmau hung out with a lot of werewolves back in high school, so I'm assuming it's one of them.
She did?
Safe assumption, yeah.
For some reason, I don't remember that very well.
Ooh, well, that doesn't surprise me, Travis. After all, you have suffered a great deal of memory loss over the years.
Yeah, she did. Besides, I've always been so cautious of Aphmau around werewolves. To be honest, I still am.
Why?
They tend to be violent. Casey was her.
Hi, Caitlin, have you met yourself? I know she's going to talk about Casey here, but yeah. Also, actually, this is, I think, happening just before that particular event happens. As far as Aphmau's year goes. So, again, we get a little bit of foreshadowing, much like Daniel from last episode. The stuff that kind of gets introduced, sort of gets filled in. Normally, you see that be the opposite. I'm surprised that they got switched, but I'm pleasantly surprised. I like it.
Hurt by one badly.
You know, I heard things about werewolves. Tell me, have you ever heard the story of the Ultima werewolf?
Huh?
Michael is obsessed with telling people about the Ultima. Give it time. It doesn't. They're not gonna believe anything that it's I don't know.
Ultima werewolf?
Also, someone in the comments gasped when this was mentioned.
No, I haven't.
Well then, I have an interesting story to tell you. Come, I'll tell you about it on the way home.
In the end, Netflix and chill was interrupted by Michael, not by Dottie. Aphmau and Aaron theme.
Interesting. Do I really have to be in the baby chair? Shush!
Yes,
I'm
yes,
reading
you do.
about werewolves.
You learned anything new about them?
I'm relearning things I already knew, but forgot. And then there's some new things that I didn't know. But the information I'm looking for isn't here.
What kind of information?
Stuff about the Ultima. Honestly, it really does seem like a fairy tale.
I think that's the point. It's been covered up for ages, so yeah, of course. If you wanted to know about that stuff, you should have asked Melissa when she was actually there. I mean, obviously she's not going to know about the Ultima experience, but she's going to know about, the Ultima itself.
There's no history on them, and the only information is in books that are literally under the category fairy tale.
Well, maybe you know more about Ultimas than you think. I mean, you've known Aaron this whole time. Does he act different from other werewolves?
Aaron's always been in control of his emotions.
No, Aphmau. No, he has not.
At least for as long as I've known him. He's been calm, but the fairy tales say that Ultimas were filled with rage. Maybe he was forced to learn to control his emotions.
I mean, yes, he was. That's true. Or he just didn't. Or the other likely situation is because he didn't have that impulse to begin with. But obviously, Aphmau's correct the first time.
It's possible. Considering his eyes.
Yeah, but still.
Anything else?
Well, it's not Ultima related, but apparently werewolves and humans have always had a hard time maintaining relationships when it comes to love.
I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense why Melissa was so interested in what kind of pups there would be. But again, I give my same point here that this would not be the first time this has happened. This would have been seen before.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes it works out, but most times it doesn't.
Does it say why?
Just differences. This is what I was afraid of.
That?
Aaron might look at me differently now.
Again, compared to how I looked at you before, I mean, just because you didn't know he was a werewolf, he did. If anything, you end up being the one looking different at him, which actually does happen in the series. Just he doesn't realize until it's too late.
Will I be a good girl?
See, this is actually something I'm going to mention. People often complain about the fact that MyStreet in particular has so much of an Aphmau and Aaron focus going on. But there's so much that they do with those two. And obviously, every relationship grows and evolves and has trial and tribulations over time. You can make plenty of progress, and it seems like half that progress end up being retracted in one fell swoop, and then you work back up. I don't know if I'm quite conveying that in the same way, but the fact is that both of their character arcs, they're tied together, but they also have their separate struggles, so it doesn't compromise them. And yes, they're the main characters, so I don't mind so much the fact that that they are the center of the series, because after all, we're going to have to focus on some central main characters, and it kind of does make sense. Even if it just happens to be the ones that are voiced by the creator of the series, just so happen to be that way, and one of them is a self-insert, for example. But yeah, so that's why. I mean, I get that it doesn't give too much time, as much time for other ships, Zane, Chan, and Travelin being the big examples, or like anyone else having their relationships. But to be honest, I have a solution for that. I would have wished that they'd have tackled this stuff sort of off screen. The same way that Aphmau and Aaron kind of grew closer off screen in season 1. Have people all the other neighbors say that they interacted with other people, and we meet their love interest over time. I mean, there are plenty of parts in the series that can very easily be done. We don't need to see the entire progressive relationship. I mean, honestly, this is the Aphmau fan base. You don't need progressive relationship at all. You just need the relationship for fans to be happy. The fact that we got more with a few ships is great, but still, it was completely unnecessary. Just because of the fan base, I would say it's necessary for the story to work. That's what I mean. Yeah, I should have phrased that a little bit better. You get my point, basically. I'm glad the way that this turned out the way that it did. And honestly, one of the reasons that season 5 is possibly my favorite season, if not 3, is because of Aphmau and Aaron. Granted, the missteps that happen in this particular episode and the ones I told you before happen on a much, much grander level. But yeah, that's paltry, and Aphmau learns from that. Ironically enough, from Sylvana. She actually does do good ones. But yeah, we'll get there. We'll get there.
Girlfriend for him?
Okay, stop.
Huh?
You've known Aaron for years. Him being an Ultima isn't going to change how he feels about you.
Mm-hmm. Again, if there's
Think about it.
him,
Who
possibly.
did he fall in love with?
Speaking of season 3, actually.
I'm so sorry. I honestly did not believe you burned down the cafe. I know you would never do that. It's just,
I understand.
Yeah, I guess then looking back a little bit, it is sometimes you just say these things when you're under stress and you don't mean them.
We had a lot going on and we were both stressed.
Aaron?
Don't think about it too much. We're here now.
Aaron, I love you. You're here with me. You're still here. Even after everything I've put you through.
Was this the dialogue? I don't remember this particular dialogue in this scene. I don't know why. It's giving me a Mandela effect right now.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, anything.
When did you fall in love with me?
When did I
Ah, this classic conundrum, yeah.
fall in love with you?
Mm-hmm.
It was during freshman year. You and I became so close, and we weren't even dating.
It was that Aphmau Wonderland episode, actually. So it did serve a purpose, wasn't just filler.
You were always there for me. You listened to me when I needed you. You cared about me.
Aph.
It was hard for me to let you go when you went to college. But since we agreed just to be friends, I tried to let you go. So I kept busy with mentoring and being the werewolf alpha. And I let you slip my mind.
Was that kind of a deliberate attempt there by Aphmau to forget about Aaron? I guess it's kind of the equivalent of saying someone's going to focus on their studies. If so, then I kind of get why she put so much on her plate at first before it became overwhelming. Unfortunately, that never actually, gets addressed to be the reason things dropped by season 2, but at least here, a little bit of a hint. I don't mind that so much. Kind of vague, but still.
Others would have just forgotten about me because I forgot about them. But you didn't. That's when I knew you cared about me.
So it was actually sophomore year, not freshman year. I know semantics. But
You
still.
cared about me enough to not let that affect how you treated me. That's when I was absolutely sure I loved you.
I care about you more than you realize, and I always will.
What about you? When did you fall in love with me?
I started to realize that I had a crush on you shortly after the sports festival during your freshman year. You were so different than me.
So that time that he actually tricked her into losing the race and advancing forward, and their millionth argument that didn't seem that different from any of the ones they'd actually had before. That was what did it for him. That was what gave him a crush. You're not gonna lie, I don't follow this one as much as Aphmau's one.
Found myself entranced by everything you did. But I was already in love with someone else. I was in love with someone I met before you.
Actually, I'm going to stop this right here. I'm just going to read my comment from 5 years ago. I fell in love with someone else, and my comment is, I thought he was going to say Lily. He spelled H-E-W for some reason, and that was in all caps. Also, there's another one from me that says the video came removed and again returned. Got worried for a second, and apparently that was an audio issue. I guess that made one of the first commenters on that day. Who'd have thought? So yeah, I thought he was going to say Lily, actually, but he didn't.
Someone who was there for me when no one else was.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with Shu.
But I'm Shu. Or I was. What do you mean?
I mean, I fell in love with the...
This could be the memory that he actually draws from to bring him back into knowing like the search for Shu and stuff, if that ever comes back. But probably not, actually, all things considered.
The person I met online. I fell in love with your personality. I didn't care who you were on the outside, or what you looked like. Shu was the one I fell in love with.
I thought he just like smacked her head. Like, the angle of his fist, he just went. Listen here. I love you. The wonders of doing a show in Minecraft. To be honest, this is something that Gacha cannot fix. Gacha has this exact same issue with poses.
I fell in love with who you are up here.
Aaron.
That made a big difference from all the other guys at the time, certainly.
So wait, you don't think my body is beautiful?
I mean, yes, but that's not...
I'm just teasing you. You always get so worked up.
Is that just like mirroring Melissa and like what Melissa said to Aphmau before? Whenever I see whenever I like hear a line like that in a script, I always think it's meant to be like connecting the characters in some way. It's like with the mutant girl when in the prequel episode when Morwenna meets Agatha and Agatha casually suggests the word neutral. That was my subtle way of implying that she might then continue to forge a connection with Julius going forward. If I ever do like a build up of you know the romance and stuff, like all the shipping scenes or something in the mutant girl or whatever, then that's probably going to be on there. Just Agatha and Julius's story. Just a thought, really, but yeah.
It's adorable.
Oh, here we go. Faster car.
You know what? I don't think I have to worry about anything.
No, you don't. And you know that. I think you're just letting things get to you. Now, give me a bottle.
Oh,
What?
shush you. I got a book to read.
Hey, come on, baby me. Where are you going?
What is that dynamic? Are you meant to be a baby? You have some very sage advice for a baby.
Let me here. Hey, you're a bad parent. Ah!
Is that what this was meant to be? I'm so confused by the dynamic between Aphmau and the plush. I theorize it still makes no sense.
It's just what I do when I'm out, so try.
You know, I love this stream too. Some people, unique people in it. Yeah, I love just the massive girth and reach that Twitch has for me compared to YouTube. It is such an upgrade to be relegated here. I love that, despite the fact that I post the things in the same channel sections as before. Yeah, I don't know. This is what I do now. Yay. Anyways, so this was we held on fast. Yeah, Aphmau should have held on to her money before making that terrible purchase at the start of the episode. But let's look at it overall. The rest of it was enjoyable. Like Melissa actually coming in to be like a sister figure. We start to see that again. I honestly, again, this is Melissa at her best actually during this in season 5. I guess again, considering what I think about like how werewolves, I guess my theory on how werewolves that like alter their personality, the more I know more werewolf hormones they exude or something. That's going to be another thing. Everyone knows me as a Twitch streamer. Yeah, exactly. What even is YouTube? Like, come on, get with the times, people. But yeah, so honestly, yeah, the thing with Aphmau and Melissa, I like the rise of the plot between Travis and Caitlin. There's actual progression in their relationship, even if it is progression backwards. Like I said, sometimes as any form of relationship really can have progress forwards and backwards, and the journey over time is what makes it interesting. Because Travis kind of had a last moment of slipping into his old ways of simpering and begging Caitlin to go along with one of his plans. I do remember the time that he actually begged Caitlin to go on a date so badly that she just couldn't ignore him anymore. That was a scene that happened. But yeah, not this time. And of course, Terry can, most of the time do no wrong for me. Just a couple of hiccups like hugging Caitlin for no reason. It's like that's like minor. That's compared to what other MyStreet parents do, that's nothing. My one gripe with the episode is, of course, what happened with the werewolf ears and tail. Just in case, for the archives, I think all people watching this right now will have already caught on to the particular issue and very problematic nature of what Aphmau did, considering the lore of that universe. But just in case, for the sake of the archive, this will end up on YouTube at some point, and it's worth me mentioning it because my guest never showed up. Imagine this situation in real life. You happen to be dating somebody, and their genetic makeup is, let's just say, different to yours. Their ancestry, if you will, is not the same as yours, and that results in some very obvious visual differences. Imagine then what would happen if somebody were to go ahead and take the precautions and take the steps in real life to alter their appearance to make them seem more like the ancestry of their partner. Yeah, that's depending on the way that one would go about it. That can be very, very wrong, and in certain cases, actually, carries quite a lot of bad history to it. So yeah, I think that I think people will latch onto what I'm talking about here, and also, pointing at my face kind of would seal the deal for most of my viewership, I believe. But then again, what do I know? I don't know what half of you look like, so I could be wrong. Aphmau with bad takes over here. It does at least tie into her arc going forward to season 5, but the fact that it's a thing in the first place, that's concerning. And also, not only that, but the fact that werewolf ears and tail of that nature are readily available for anyone to purchase in this universe. I get the feeling that Aphmau kind of knew what she was doing was very, very wrong. It's just I'm just glad that Melissa's the one who walked in and gave her a bit of karmic punishment, but also took it as joyfully and asked her why, and found out that it wasn't what she might have thought. Which is a relief. A very huge relief. That was so close to being so awful. So yeah, I guess all in all, the episode was average. So there we go. I actually have to search up manually right now. I will say manually. I have to search up on here. Oh, I didn't actually like the video all that time ago. I think I'm gonna leave the like off on this one. Sorry, Aphmau, but yeah, that one didn't really they didn't do it for me 5 years ago, and I guess it didn't warrant it now. Although actually, one thing I should actually look at is on YouTube now you can actually see the most like replayed moments of a video, and let me see. Oh, the most replayed part is actually the part with Oh, it's actually the part where Melissa leaves actually and she screams away. But the second most replayed part is Aphmau's reveal to Melissa, as I expected. So yeah, I know the fan base clearly. Anyways, next episode of Aphmau's Year is on June 5th. But PDH season 2, let's see when that is. Because actually we're on the last one now of that. We're on to Ultima. And that is on June 3rd. So actually, oh, that means I'm gonna have to I'm gonna be streaming, I think, the day before I end up flying. So yeah, that might be less of a same time, same place, and a bit of a slightly earlier same place, but we'll see. Depends. And yes, the series could have almost gone full racism route. Yes, that's precisely what I'm thinking. Yeah, because on one side you have the very obvious examples of that, where like, oh, we don't serve werewolves in this cafe. Like, yes, that's an obvious one. But then you have the internalized moments, the stuff that people treat as normal but really shouldn't be. And then also on the side of Phoenix Drop High Season 2, you have the opposite way around, where the werewolves are really terrible to the human population. So yeah, a lot to dig into there, actually. And this is again why I like universal storytelling, because you can pick up on this stuff, and usually it's a good thing. But in this instance, again, given the implications, maybe not so. But we shall leave it at that for now, because season 5 delves into that topic way more. So I'm going to stop that for now, and I'm going to say I will see everyone. Well, everyone probably, plus the 2 people watching right now. I will see the 2 people watching now on June the 3rd, so we can review the last episode of Phoenix Drop High, season 2, Ultima. Same time, ish, same place, 5 years later. Until then, please leave a like or dislike, because your opinion matters. I don't think you can actually dislike on Twitch, I forget. Anyways, and subscribe if you haven't already. Oh, and follow if you haven't already as well, if you're on the Twitch side of things, if you're watching the YouTube archive. And yeah, on that note, until next time, farewell.